Alright, so we are at give me a second here. Regen. Regen from 73% soot load. Alright. So that was actually the fastest, let's see the time here, 7:04. The fastest 73% soot load I've ever seen. Now notice if we go here, differential pressure was down at, or up at 0.57 between inlet and outlet. We've got a slight vacuum on the inlet now, down from 0.29. Ash load still at 0.2. Max temp on the DOC outlet, which is that big silver disc up there, if it'll focus. That guy there was 1190, so 1200 degrees, 800 degrees on the inlet. We bumped down from 7.6 grams per liter on the fuel-based soot load to 0.1. I've never seen that at 0.0. We were up at 15.1 milligrams per stroke on the injectors, back down to 6. 0.06, down from 0.57. I think we already touched on that. 1.8 grams per liter, down from 6.2. This is kind of a wonky data pid. It does go off of the differential pressure, but it also factors in some other things. I'm not going to get into all that. I don't normally trust that 100%, so to say. EGR temp 158, engine speed we were up at 2200, exhaust manifold pressure was 8.5 psi, that's about normal. Almost 1,000 degrees on the exhaust manifold, that's good. 13,400 psi in the rail. So no big deal there, that's about where we wanted to. And then during regen it was at max at 3.19 psi in the manifold, so all good stuff there. It was really only at 22% load during the height of the regen. And why we care about all this is, you know, this is your real life, putting an engine under load, actuating various sensors, calling for a lot of fuel, a lot of control. I mean, you're leak testing with your, you know, you're watching your leakage here. If this was 5-6 psi during regen with the EGR valve closed and everything else, I'd be concerned. I mean, you're testing all the systems at once while you're watching it go through regen, so it gives you a good idea of overall engine health. Like, say we were trying to regen the thing, EGR valve was closed, and percent load at current speed was 60-70%. We'd know we'd have a serious issue. I mean, we got no fuel trims to show us, but you know, maybe our desired and actual fuel pressure weren't meeting, or maybe we, you know, had a big manifold leak, so there was no boost, so you know the engine was working a lot harder to do what it needed to do. That's a video for another time, but there's a lot of different stuff going on there. So just figured you guys might be interested in that, might not. So we're going to close that out. We're going to go back to our tests. Regeneration completed. Exit. Codes. We're going to clear that out. So we're going to go right up to here. Clear codes. Like I said, this automatically saves everything. And it does that sometimes. It might be a key cycle. We'll give it one last shot. The regeneration codes are generally, yeah, anyway, not super concerned about it. It'll clear out, they're stored, they'll go away on their own. So we're disconnecting now. We can actually go back, and if we look at activity, notice clear and retrieve codes every time I do anything. Service regeneration, I can go back, I can play my recording again. And it's a decent system. So I can do it like that. It'll show me if trouble codes came up. I could do data graphing, which is just god-awful terrible. I can go back to my blocks there, a few different things. So, anyway, that's it. Thanks for coming along, and I guess I'll be able to be playing baseball whenever it dries out enough. See ya.